Good evening everybody, today we're back to take a merry old trip to Buckethead Land for Buckethead's 243rd Pike album, Santa's Toy Workshop. So, let's begin. Woo! Released almost 5 years ago today on December 23rd, 2016, Pike 243 was the 24th and final Pike release of 2016 and the 4th Pike to drop that month, with the Lego Men cover being one of the more memorable Pike covers to date. The Christmas themed album begins with Rowdy Elves in the Workshop, with Rowdy being one of the many glorious misspelled titles in Buckethead Land. Immediately we know this is gonna be a mad one. There's some rare vocal samples used throughout the track, with the child asking, among other things, if you got the microphone. The riffage throughout is excellent, even if it is somewhat overshadowed by the vocals, still it's an enjoyable opener. Track 2 is the almost 11-minute assembly line of monsters and robots, and the madness continues. There's heavy riffage, crazy shred licks, kill switchery, random noises, odd drum sounds, 80s hip-hop style beats and more. Experimental tracks are always hit and miss, but this one is a hit. Sure, it goes a bit too long, but whatever. A mad genius at work. Track 3 is Wind Through Antlers. A complete shift from the previous track, this leads with a more spaghetti western vibe with shades of Pike 49's Monument Valley. Great tone, great progression, thoroughly enjoyable. It's very much out of place on the album, but for me, it's also the album's best track. Track 4, Blitzen Goes Berserk, and we're back to oddball Buckethead Land. Great riffs intertwined with random noises, clicks, claps, slaps and more. And again, it works. One can only imagine how Buckethead came up with this stuff, but it's a great insight into the mind of the goat. For track 5,
Santa's 20 minutes away!
This has some of the best riffage on the album, and while some people might wish that the random samples and noises were kept to a minimum so we could hear the riffs more clear, for me I don't mind and feel it adds more atmosphere and character. Track 6 is Wrapped Mega Monsters Under the Tree. Again, the riffs are top notch and the weirdness is on point. Buckethead is Dr. Frankenstein and this is his monster. Glorious. As a side note, there's a sound sample around 2 minutes 40 that sounds like it says "you are nuts," and we might well be. What do you think it says? concludes with its shortest track, the 2-minute Reindeer Rampage. There's some signature guitar slapping and shred licks, but at 2 minutes it doesn't grab you like the previous tracks, and though enjoyable, is the album's least engaging track. Overall, Pike 243 is a Christmas album unlike any other. I love that the album has a theme, using each track name to progress the story, which really helps in embracing the songs more and adding to their enjoyment. Sure, none of the songs are instant classics, but as an overall album, this one works. Avant-garde, off-the-wall Buckethead isn't for everyone, and at times can go too far off the rails, such as Pike 6 Balloon Cement, but when it's done right, it's a joy to listen to and a real eye-opener. And that's what Pike 243 is, a joy to listen to. After adding up the rating I gave for each track, it came to 63.5%, which I categorize as good. And you can find my individual song ratings and breakdown on our website, natanet.com. So what's your rating for Pike 243? To work out what percentage you give the album, rate each song out of 5 stars, add up your total, and divide it by the total score possible, which for Pike 243 is 35. Then times it by 100.